Alrighty, guys, this is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to 1989, the Kansas City Royals, and Bo Jackson. So we're in game number 75. This game is a home game against Seattle. So it's been a while since I actually got a chance to do any baseball games for you guys. So sorry about the delay, but those of you who've been sticking around waiting, I do appreciate it. Anyways, let's look to today's lineups pitching for Kansas City. All right, we have Mark Gerbiza. So he has got a 2.74 ERA. And let's take a look at he's 8-4 with a 2.74. It's got 118 innings pitched, 129 hits, 91 strikeouts, and 24 walks. He'll be facing off against Harold Reynolds at second base, Greg Bradley in left field, Alvin Davis at first base, Jeff Leonard DH, Darnell Coles in right field, Scott Bradley catching, Edgar Martinez at third base, Henry Cotto center field, and Omar Velquez shortstop. And pitching will be Gene Harris. Let's get the game underway here, folks. This is in Kauffman Stadium. We're using inside pitch baseball as we have throughout all 75 games. We got a 42-32 record. Seattle is 1-3 against us, so hopefully we can win again. Mark Gerbiza. And the windup in the pitch. 3-5, and Harold Reynolds is going to strike out. So 1 up, 1 down. Greg Briley. That's a 1-5. 1-4. It's going to be a fly ball to Eisenreich out in center field. 2 up, 2 down. Alvin Davis. 51. Oh, 51. And that is going to be a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts for Gerbiza. So taking the mound today for Seattle, Gene Harris. He's got a 6.92 ERA. He's pitched 1 1/3 innings, given up 2 hits, no strikeouts, no walks. He'll be facing off against Kurt Stillwell at short, Kevin Steitzer at third base, George Brett at first base, Bo Jackson being the DH today, Jim Eisenreich in center field, Pat Tabler in left, Matt Winters at right, Bob Boone being the catcher, and Frank White at second base. So here's Gene Harris leading off against Stillwell with a 3.11 average, 5.5, no walk. And a 62, that's going to be a pop-up behind second. Reynolds makes the catch. Kevin Steitzer, 257 average on the year. 31, and he's going to walk him. A little erratic here in the beginning, Gene Harris. So 1 on, 1 out for George Brett, 247 average. Playing first base today. George Brett. And he's going to single into right field. And going to third will be Kevin Steitzer on the single. Roll is less than or equal to. It is. So Steitzer gets all the way around, goes to third base. So runners on the corners for Bo Jackson, 284 average. He's played 71 games so far. He's had 268 at-bats. Scored 48 runs, 52 RBIs, 17 home runs, 13 stolen bases, and a 284 average. You see that's compare these two as actual. Let's see if Bo can get it done once again here. Scoreless in the bottom of the first, 1 out. 35. Hit by pitch. Nope. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. That should have been a 35 over here. As a range play at, all right, we're going to re-roll here. I should have been a 3-5 range play there. Sorry, not a 2-5. So, Bo Jackson gets a reprieve, and he's going to deliver with a single into center field. Although, no, it's not, as Kato makes a successful range play and steals that single away from Bo Jackson. And the runner advances. So, sacrifice fly. There we go for Bo Jackson. It's deep enough to score the runner. So Kansas City's on the board here early. Bottom of the first, 1-0. Jim Eisenreich, 5-2. He's going to walk. So runners are first and second, still 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Pat Tabler, 266 average. No strikeout. And a 34 against the righty is going to be a ground ball hit to Velquez. Underhands it over to second, and Reynolds tags the base in time for the out. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. Good defensive play there to keep Bo Jackson from getting a single and scoring a couple runs, unfortunately. Go to the top of the second, Jeff Leonard against Mark Gabiza. And Gabiza, another strikeout. Darren Coles, the right fielder, 5-6. Another strikeout. And I'm telling you, Mark Gabiza is got something going today. Uh-oh. I had to say it, didn't I? Uh-oh. Well, it's only 1-2 chance. Scott Bradley takes him deep. It's a 14, so shoo. Fly ball went deep, but caught to our center fielder. Eisenreich had play on it, up his back against the wall, and makes the catch. So shoo. All right, Gene Harris comes back out. He'll be facing off against Matt Witters, Bob Boone, and Frank White here in the bottom of the second. Matt Witters, 4-3 against the lefty, 4-3. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Velquez. Bob Boone, 269 average. And no walk. 31, a fly ball over to Coles in right field. And Frank White, 251 average. 6-3 against the righty is going to be a double for Frank White. So Frank White's aboard with 2 outs here. Keeps the inning going for Kurt Stillwell. 0 for 1 on the day. Possible error. 2-5. That's going to be a G4. No error on Reynolds. Makes the play in tie. So they leave a runner. After 2 complete, it's 1-0 Kansas City. Gabiza, 34. No strikeout, unfortunately. 35. That's going to be a single in the right field. So Gabiza gives up his first hit of the game here in the 3rd inning. Henry Cotto, 2-3. And a 51. A 6. That's going to be another single. And back-to-back singles here in the top of the 3rd. Going to try the pickoff. 17 is nothing. Omar Velquez. No strikeout. And against the righty, it's going to be a single past first. And Martinez stops at 3rd base. Yeah, okay, so, sorry. I just wanted to double check that. All right, so bases loaded, no one out. Harold Reynolds is up. Gabaza, they have a little meeting on the mound here. Everything was going along just so swimmingly in the first couple at-bats. 6-3, and that's going to be a single pass second. And coming around to score and advancing. So 2 runs in here. Runners on the corner, still no one out. 4 hits in the inning so far. Greg Briley, 4-5. Got a stadium check. 51. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Is he going to try to score? Yes, he is going to try to score. Will the defense try for the auto out at home? Nope. Let's go for 2. And we get it. Ground ball double play. 4-6-3. In time. Brett stretches and gets them by a hair. So the damage was done, but they kept the damage to a minimum there. Wait, what happened? He should have top 3, 2 outs. Huh. Should he? Let's see. Velquez to third. So Velquez should have scored. I don't know what happened there. Let's undo it. Yeah, let's undo it. So, yeah, I think it was a nothing. And then we came down here and it was a ground ball, hit to Reynolds. Is he going to try to score? Yes, he's going to try to score. No, they're going to try for the double play. Ground ball, double play. Not sure why he doesn't advance. Oh, I gotta hit the score. That's why. There we go. That's my fault, I guess. All right. So brings. There we go. Alvin Davis, 2 outs now. 3-1. Range play. Alvin Davis, 34. It's been a while. Oh my gosh, another single. But Matt Winters takes that away. So 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Seattle now up 3-1. So, all right. So a little bit of have to get used to this again. Kevin Steitzer strikes out on the 0-2 curveball. George Brett 1 for 1. 2-3. Brett's gonna walk and try to steal. Ooh, just barely stolen base. It was close play at second there, as Velquez or Reynolds puts the tag on. But Bo Jackson's up 0 for 0 with a RBI sacrifice. 5-4, and Bo Jackson strikes out. 2-way for Eisenreich, man on second, George Brett. Eisenreich waits, and 4-4, that's a fly ball to center. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And after 3 complete here at Kauffman Stadium, Kansas City, it's 3-1 Seattle. Cabaza takes the hill here in the top of the 4th. And that is going to be an auto single for right-handers. Okay. So Leonard aboard, Darren Coles 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Oh, we got the dangerous range play here. It's going to Stillwell. It's short. Oh, he makes the play. The roll is greater. The roll is greater runner on first base run. It's not. So he's going to advance runner out at first. They're going to try another pickoff. Oh, they picked him off. Look at that pickoff on second base as Jeff Leonard got a little bit too cute trying to get a lead. Gabaza turned and fired it in there and gets the second out to clear the bases. 2-4. And a 52 is a ground ball out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Due up, Pat Tabler, Matt Winters, and Bob Boone. Pat Tabler batting .265 on the season. Ground ball to Velquez, 1 away. Matt Winters, .265 average. Got a range play here for Seattle. 2-3. That's going into Briley in left field, and he makes the play. Right along the line there. Nice diving stop. Scoops it up off before it hits the grass. 2-away for Bob Boone. And no hit by pitch. 1-2, and a easy fly ball to Coles out in right field. It's another 1-2-3 inning. So going to the top of the fifth, Mark Gabaza, and strikes out his fifth victim of the day. 5 strikeouts. Henry Cotto. 2-5. He's going to hit a ground ball to Steitzer down at third base. Omar Velquez, 1 for 1. 1-3, and a fly ball to Winters out in right field. So on the bottom of the fifth inning, it is 3-1 Seattle. Gene Harris settling down after that rocky first inning. Frank White with the doubles today. And this is going to be Tucano, who once again makes another successful range play. So that's 3 or 4 range plays that have been successful today. Kurt Stillwell 0 for 2. Liner and Gene Harris is now feeling a little tired, but he'll stay in here. Almost hit that Kevin Steitzer with that pitch. Ground ball back to Harris there, who scoops it and throws to first in time. It's another 1-2-3 inning. Kansas City's only mustered 2 hits so far. And Gabaza comes back out to face off against the top of the lineup. Harold Reynolds 1 for 2 with a strikeout. He grounds it back to Gabaza. Underhand throw over to Brett, and easy out there. Greg Briley, the left fielder. He's going to strike out. And Alvin Davis, the first baseman. Possible wild pitch. 3-4, and no strikeout that time. 45. He's got himself a single past White. So 2-out single here for Jeff Leonard to come up. Got a stadium check here for Leonard. And that's going to be ground ball down to Brett. Brett throws to Gabaza covering first, and it's going to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the sixth inning, 3-1 Seattle. Gene Harris will stay in to face off against George Brett, who's 1-for-1 with a walk. 2-4. And that's going to be an auto single, and that'll be it for Gene Harris. So Gene Harris's day is now complete. And they're going to be bringing in Jerry Reed. Jerry Reed is coming in to pitch. He's pitched 2 innings, given up a hit, no strikeouts, no walks so far against Kansas City this season. Oh, they want George Brett to steal again? Really? You know what? Not with Bojack's. All right, we'll try it. Ooh, once again, just barely made it in there, but George Brett with a couple steals today. Bo Jackson, 2-1. Bo Jackson, 4-5, and it's a liner rated second, and the runner is doubled up. George Brett couldn't get back to second in time, and it is a 4-6 double play. Jim Eisenreich, range play here, and it's going to be to Velquez, who makes the play. And the hit goes for naught as George Brett is doing everything he can with getting hits and stealing bases. They just can't get anything to go with them. Top of the seventh, Darren Cole's 0 for 2. And it's a 24. It's going to be a single. They're going to put on the hit and run here. Scott Bradley. 3-3. 2-2. And that's going to be a ground ball. And advancing only play is at first. So 1 out here. Runner in scoring position for Edgar Martinez. 1 for 2. They walk him. Henry Cotto 1 for 2. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Oh, we have the dangerous range play here. That's going to be a 4 as a single. Unless Pat Tabler can make the catch, and it looks like he does make the catch. Steal that single away from Henry Cotto. Whew, we needed that one. Omar Velquez with 2 outs here. 4-2. Oh no, range play at the ballpark. And this one's going to Frank White. Frank White bobbles it from his knees, throws to Brett. Brett stretches and in time gets him out. Very dangerous hitting there. Could have been tragic consequences, but Kansas City's defense was solid enough to keep them off the scoreboard. We're going into the 7th inning stretch. Everybody, take me out to the ball game and sing it all. Pat Tabler, Matt Winters, Bob Boone. Let's see if we can get things going here. 5-4. That's going to be a good start. No error on Coles, just barely, but leadoff single for Pat Tabler. That brings up Matt Winters. Matt Winters, 3-5. Gets to the lefty. He's going to line it. And, oh, my gosh. Runner is doubled up again. Wow. So that is a double play by the first baseman there, Davis. Alvin Davis. Bob Boone. And he's going to strike out to end the 7th inning. So everything good for Kansas City happened early. Ever since then, nothing. Top of the lineup here for Grabaza. 65, Harold Reynolds, 1 for 3. Fly ball to winners in right. Greg Briley, 0 for 3. He's going to walk. That is the second walk by Grabaza. And have a lefty, a righty, and then another lefty. I think we're going to be making the substitution here to Jeff Montgomery's coming in. Jeffrey Montgomery, 381 average, 6'6". Alvin Davis, 1 for 3 on the day. He's going to line it right at first. Can we double him up? Yes, we can. Rivers doubled up. That has happened a bunch of times in this game. A bunch of times. Well, we got us a 3-1 ball game going to the bottom of the 8th here. Frank White due up. Jerry Reed stays in there. 5-2 range play at the ballpark. 2-5. That's going to Reynolds, who makes the play. 1 away for Kurt Stillwell. The switch hitter. He's going to get a single past Reynolds this time. Reynolds can't cover the whole field. So tying run comes to the plate in the form of Kevin Steitzer. Steitzer's 0 for 2 with the walk. He's hit no home runs on the season, batting .255. Tying run, 54. No strikeout. And he's going to get himself a single, and going to third will be Kevin Stillwell. Or Kurt Stillwell, sorry. And that's going to be it for Jerry Reed. Let's see. Oh, let's see who we can bring in here. We're bringing Dennis Powell, the lefty, to face off against the lefty-righty-lefty. So Dennis Powell comes in to face off against a couple lefties here. George Brett, who's 2 for 2 on the day. George Brett waits on the pitch. 21 and strikes him out. That's 2 outs in the inning. Runners at first and second with Bo Jackson coming up. 0 for 2, Bo Jackson. 5-4. Error possibility. 65. He's got himself a single. No error on the play, but that is going to advance the runners. Going around to third will be Kevin Steitzer on the single by Bo Jackson. And they cut into that lead. It's now 3-2 with the hot-hitting Jim Eisenreich, although he's 0 for 2 today. Dennis Powell, the lefty versus lefty matchup. And we got a range play. There has not been a failed range play yet. And it's going to Coles. And Coles, it's over his head. It bounces all the way to the wall. Advancing on the play was Bo Jackson on the single, and we got us a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Runners at the corners, and the crowd has now come to life as Powell has given up couple hits. They're going to be bringing in Michael Jackson. That's right, Michael Jackson is coming in. You didn't know he played baseball as well as a pop music star, did you? Michael Jackson has got a 20.77 ERA. He's only pitched 1 in the 3rd inning. He's given up 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. And if you're a Seattle fan, you can't be happy what's happened here in the 8th inning as Kansas City stormed back to tie the ball game up. Runners at the corners, 2 away for Pat Tabler, batting .267 on the season. Here comes the pitch from Michael Jackson. We got a stadium check here. Stadium check for Pat Tabler, and it's going to be to Briley out in left field, and they're going to get out of the inning. But that's 2 runs and 4 hits and no errors. We're going into the top of the 9th inning, all tied up at 3 apiece. Jeff Montgomery versus Jeff Leonard. The battle of the Jeffs. And it's possible error check time. It's a liner, so no error check needed as Stillwell snags that out of the air. Darren Cole's a right fielder. And he strikes out to Montgomery. And that brings up Scott Bradley. The catcher is 0 for 3 on the day. And a 4-4, and that's going to be a fly ball to Winters. Waits on it, here it comes, and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and that brings up tie ball game, bottom of the 9th inning. Matt Winters, Bob Boone, Frank White. If anyone gets on, Kurt Stillwell. Could we have a walk-off here against Seattle? Michael Jackson against Matt Winters, 2-5, and strikes out Matt Winters. Bob Boone 0 for 3 on the day. 4-5. No strikeout that time. 1-5, and that's going to be a fly ball into Briley. 2 away for Frank White. 1 for 3 with a double on the day. 52. He's going to strike him out. So Michael Jackson shuts down the Kansas City offense. We're headed into extra innings. Martinez, Cotto, and Valquez against Montgomery. Montgomery's got a little bit left in the tank. We're going to leave him out there. 1-3, and strikes out Martinez. Henry Cotto, 1 for 3 on the day. 2-4. We got a stadium check. 34. That's going to be ground ball hit to White. Over to Brett, 2 away. Omar Valquez, 1 for 3 on the day. 1-2. Error on a throw possibility. 56. That's going to be a single and no error. So Valquez extends the inning for Harold Reynolds. Montgomery's going to use a switch hitter, and then we got 2 lefties coming up. Yeah, they'll face off against Harold Reynolds here. 3-4 against the switch hitter is not blank. 2-2. That's going to be a fly ball. It's going back. Winters up against the warning track. Makes the catch. Get out of the inning. 1 hit, no runs, no errors to go into the bottom of the 10th inning. Michael Jackson comes back out to face off against the top of the lineup for Kansas City, Kurt Stillwell, Kevin Steitzer, and George Brett. If anyone gets on, Bo Vincent Jackson will come up. Kurt Stillwell for 3. No walk. Stillwell waits on it. Here it comes. 1-4. It's ground ball. Valquez backhand throws to Davis. Out. 1 away. Kevin Steitzer. 1 for 3 on the day with the walk. Third baseman. 6-3. He's going to strike out. That brings up George Brett. 2 for 3 on the day. They're going to leave Jackson out there to face off against Brett. 3-5. Error possibility. We'll see. 44. And Kato. Look at that. No errors on Kato. So it's going to be another 1-2-3 inning. Jeff Montgomery's going to be done here. We've got us a heck of a ball game here. Montgomery is giving way to Steve Farr here in the top of the 11th inning. Hopefully everyone's enjoying some afternoon baseball here. So Steve Farr, 3-5 against Greg Briley. 21, he's going to line it out. Oh, George Brett at first. Alvin Davis, 1-for-4 with a strikeout. 5-4. Another possible error check. 63. Winners, who makes lots of errors, but fortunately this time doesn't bobble it. And that's 2A for Jeff Leonard, the DH today. And no walk. 56, that's going to be a fly ball to Tabler. And so 1-2-3 innings, so Steve Farr comes in and does his job. Michael Jackson, who came in and did well, his day will be done as well, as he's giving way to Tom Niedenfauer. Tom Niedenfauer. He'll be facing off against Bo Vincent Jackson, who with one swing of the bat could end this here in the bottom of the 11th. Niedenfauer versus Bo Jackson, 6-6. It's a range play. Bo Jackson, 34. And that's going to be to Reynolds, who makes a play. 2-1 away. Jim Eisenreich, 1-for-3. 1-for-3 against the lefty. 3-4. That's going to be a pop-up to Reynolds. And Pat Tabler, 1-for-4 on the day. 2-6. Pat Tabler, 4-3, ground ball in. That was a very busy inning for Harold Reynolds, who made all three plays there. JK, what's going on? How you doing? Little afternoon baseball action here. I was going to do some Warframe, but I got some baseball I need to catch up on, so I figured it's a rainy day. It'd be a good thing to just sit back and relax and play some baseball. You got some afternoon baseball? We're in the top of the 12th inning, by the way. We're in extra innings here. 1989 Seattle Mariners versus 1989 Kansas City Royals. I know that's probably exciting for you. I know. I'm just saying. Steve Farr is pitching off against Darren Coles. Darren Coles is 1-for-4 on the day. 6-1, and he strikes out. One away. Scott Bradley against Steve Farr. 52. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, good thing he doesn't give up any lefty home runs. That could have been a home run. What was it, 65. That's going to be a single, though. So 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 12th inning. Edgar Martinez. Uh-oh, you're feeling better watching my stream. You've been sick. Uh-oh, what's wrong? Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, back-to-back singles. And that's going to be it for Steve Farr. We're going to be bringing on Tom Gordon's, our main man, Tom Gordon. 2 on, 1 out here, top of the 12th inning. Henry Cotto, 1-for-4. No strikeout for Kato. Well, I hope you feel better. Oh, it's ground ball. It's a ground ball. Advancing on the play. Forced out at second, but runners at the corners, 2-away for Omar Valdez. Let's see if Gordon can get out of this jam. Runners on the corners, 2-away for Omar Valdez. 1-4, and he's going to hit a ground ball to White. White over to Brett, and they're going to get out of the inning. Tom is the main man. That's right. Tom Gordon is the main. He's our go-to. He's our go-to when we got to shut him down. We got to use Tom Gordon. He's good. All right. So we're in the bottom of the 12th inning. Matt Winters, Bob Boone, and Frank White do up. Let's see if we can end this game right here and right now. 5-4. And that's a leadoff walk. That is good. We don't need the pickoff because he has no pickoff attempts. Tom Neudenfauer. Matt Winters is not very good at stealing bases, as you can see. Do we put someone in for Matt Winters in right field who maybe isn't as slow as molasses? Let's see. Hang on. I gotta actually click here. So Matt Winters. Do we have anyone that's base running? Brad Wellman is coming in. Brad Wellman is gonna pinch run. So Brad Wellman's coming in to pinch run. And everyone knows what that means. He's going to try to steal, or do we do the bunt attempt? Ooh. He's a 13. You know what? I think we're going to do the, we're going to try sacrifice here instead of the steal. Let's see what happens. Bob Boone lays down the bunt, 3-5, and successful sacrifice bunt. So well done there. Bob Boone gets the runner over to second. The very speedy Brad Wellman, one away here in the bottom of the 12th inning. That brings up Frank White, who's 1 for 4 today with a double. Base hit could end it here. 2-2, and strikes him out. So 2 away. That brings up Kurt Stillwell. Could be the hero for the day. He's batting .309 on the season. 1 of 5. Tom Neudenfauer steps in. 2-3. And, ooh, no single. Come on, Kurt. Come on, Kurt. 4-4. And it's a fly ball out to Coles in right field. And that's going to do it. For the 12th inning, no runs across. We need a... What do we need? We need a right fielder, don't we? Yes, we do. Danny Tartenbull is going to come in to play right field. Oh, they had their shot there, and they couldn't put the man across for going into the top of the 13th inning. Tom Gordon back out to face off against Harold Reynolds. Oh, range play. 3-6. And that's hit to Steitzer, who can't catch anything. And that's going to be a base hit for Reynolds. That brings up Greg Briley, the left fielder. 0 for 4 on the day. And they are going to be bringing in Mario Diaz. They're going to basically do the same thing we did. They're going to do a sacrifice with Mario Diaz. Tom Gordon waits. Here's the pitch, and Diaz puts down the bunt. Bloop. Lead runner is thrown out. Hitter safe at first base. Excellent. Good defense there. So you are forced out at second. I'll click on the bunts. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, that puts one's runner on. Still only 1 out. Tom Gordon. Don't really know much about this game, says JK. No, I didn't figure you did. Alvin Davis, 1 for 5, 4-3. Fly ball to center field. It's baseball, but just a card and dice version, that's all. 4-5, and Tom Gordon, look at that. Tom the man gets him with a strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. But center field, right field, they need a left fielder. Mickey Brantley, I guess, will come in. There we go. All right. So Tom Niedenbauer is officially tired, but they're going to stick with him. Let's see, a righty. Yeah, they better pull him. They're going to be bringing in Mike Schuler. Mike Schuler is going to come in. This is his first time up against Kansas City. We got Steitzer, Brett, and Bo Jackson due up here in the bottom of the 13. Let's see if it's lucky 13. Schuler versus Steitzer, 4-3. Nope. 5-6. Ground ball hits his short, 1 away. George Brett, who's 2 for 4 on the day with a walk, 2-3. Nope. And a single by George Brett. Single. Do we try and have him steal again? His third stolen base of the game? You know what? We're going to put on the hit and run this time. We're not going to have him steal, but we're going to put on the hit and run, and hopefully Bo Jackson can do something. He's 1 for 4 on the day. 5-3. Another error check for Bo Jackson. Come on, Bo. 5-4. It's a pop-up. Ha! Pop fly. No infield error check. So Bo Jackson pops it up in foul territory. Eisenreich 1 for 4 on the day. Come on, Izzy. Let's get a hit. 1-4. Oh, almost walked. 52 against the righties. A ground ball back to the pitcher. And this marathon game continues as we go to the top of the 14th inning. Whew. Tom Gordon coming out to face off against Darren Coles. 6-6. And the 4-6. It's a liner down to Steitzer, who makes the play for a change. 1 away. Scott Bradley, the catcher. And no strikeout. 2-3. He's going to line it at White for the second out. And Tom Gordon's tired, but he's going to try and get this last out here. Edgar Martinez. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, boy. 32. Oh, he's got himself a single. All right, that's going to be it for Tom Gordon, who went several innings. So, good for us. He's going to give way to Terry Leach is going to come in. Terry Leach, righty versus righty against Harry Cotto. And Henry Cotto, 3-3. The ground ball hit to Stillwell. So, good Lord. Another half inning gone, and this marathon game continues as we are now in the bottom of the 14th inning. Game like a god. What's going on? As long as Jester knows what he's doing. Yep, I have a pretty good idea what I'm doing here. This is inside pitch baseball. It's basically playing baseball with cards and dice on the computer. It's a great game. If you love baseball, you should check out Inside Pitch Baseball. It's awesome. Anyways, we're going to the bottom of the 14th inning. Oh my God, this marathon game. Pat Tabler, Danny Tartanbull, Bob Boone are due up. Mike Schuler is pitching now for Seattle. This is game number 75 of the 1989 season. 6-3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh. No home run check. That's too bad. 2-6, and it's going to be a ground ball to short. One away. Danny Tartanbull, his first at bat today. 4-5. He's going to strike out. And Bob Boone, 36, a range play. Come on, Bob, hit it where they're not. 4-5. He's got himself a single. Oh, no, he doesn't. As Brantley comes in and makes a diving stop. No runs, no hits, no errors. And Al, Red Sox fan, is here. Holy cow. He says bone nose replay. Game number 75. What's going on, Al? Hopefully all is well. Yes, game number 75. We're in the top of the 15th inning. That's right, the 15th inning. No one refuses to score. Terry Leach. We are on about our 5th or 6th pitcher here. Terry Leach is coming in to pitch against Omar Valdez, who's 2 for 5 on the day. And he's going to lead off walk. That sucks. Brings up Harold Reynolds, who's going to try to sack him over. 1-4. Fouled off. Will batter redo attempt. Click yes or yes. All right, foul. Try again. 2-2. Successful sack bunt. So Harold Reynolds. Wait a minute. What? Harold Reynolds should not be on first base. He's just sacrificed. Let's undo that. Hang on a second. Undo. Yep. All right, Harold Reynolds, sack. Roll. I can't remember what he got, but I think it was this one. It was successful. Yep, okay. Why is it putting him on first base? He should not be at first base. Let's undo it again. I'm actually sick. Are you still in Chicago? Uh-oh. Don't tell me the game crashed. Come on. Don't you freaking crash. Okay. So we got a runner in first. Harold Reynolds is up. We want to do the sacrifice. We click on the sacrifice. We do the roll. Click on this. It was a successful sacrifice bunt. We click on the bunt. There. That's what we wanted right there. All right. So I got the runner in scoring position. Harold Reynolds sacrificed just like he should have. Gabe's a little wanky. So it brings up Mickey Brantley. Mickey Brantley up against Terry Leach here in the top of the 15th, runner in scoring position, 5-4. No strikeout. Mickey Mouse looking for something good here. Ground ball hit to Steitzer. Out at first. 2 away for Alvin Davis. Terry Leach trying to close things out here in the top of the 15th. 51, and it's a ground ball hit to Steitzer. Steitzer throws to Brett, and good Lord, we're going to the bottom of the 15th. So JK was asking Al if he's ever played this game, and Al said, no, I've seen it. I don't own it. He owns Inside Pitch, Action PC Baseball, Out of the Park Baseball 19, Baseball Mogul, and Diamond Mine Baseball. He just doesn't have Inside Pitch Baseball, but he has every other one out there, so good for him. Definitely check out Al Red Sox Fans channel, guys, if you haven't checked it out. Mike Schuler is, I think, done. They have like 2 pitchers left. They have a lefty and a righty. So I guess they're going to have to leave Schuler in until he has to get pulled. He's going up against Frank White here in the bottom of the 15th inning. Frank White. And Frank White is going to get out. One away for Kurt Stillwell. 1-6. And he's going to walk. And that's it for Mike Schuler. Let's see. We got a righty, a lefty, a righty, and a lefty. So we're going to bring the lefty out. Keith Comstock is coming out to pitch against against Kevin Steitzer. Chris Stillwell is a 13 stolen base. You know what? We're going for a little hit and run action here. Here we go. Get that runner over to third base. Let's see if we can do this. Kevin Steitzer. Uh-oh. Okay, no strikeout. 21, and that's going to be a ground ball. Stillwell will get to second and out at first. So good thing they started the runner there. Would have probably been a double play. So 2 away here for George Brett, who's 3 for 5. Do they intentionally walk George Brett to face off against Bo Jackson? I don't think so, especially since it's a lefty on lefty matchup. So they're gonna pitch to Brett, and even though he's 3 for 5. 5-3. We got a range play here. We runner in scoring position. 2-5. It's ground ball down to Davis. Oh my God! He needed a 1. He got a 1. Oh my God! If it wouldn't have been a 1, anything but a 1. Anything but a 1. Oh no! And that's going to end it for the 15th inning. I'm telling you, we've been so close so many times. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, JK is still in Chicago. Chicago. Ew, yucky Chicago. On to the 16th, says Al Red Fox fan. Yeah, holy cow. We're going to the 16th inning. Terry Leach will face off against Jeff Leonard, Darren Cole, Scott Brantley. Each team has had several opportunities to win this game, but both teams refuse to win it. 40. Wow, we got a rare play. It's going to be a third baseman goes in the hole to make a play and hurts himself. Blah, 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 blah. He successfully makes the play. We don't have injuries turned on, thank God. So it's just a simple G5 out. 2-6. Strikeout. Terry Leach throwing some darts out there. Scott Brantley 5-4 and 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the bottom of the 16th. Whew. Bo Jackson due up. 17 home runs on the season. We could use one right now, Bo. Keith Comstock has got to stay in there. They only have one more pitcher, so they have to leave this guy in as long as they can. Range play here. Bo Jackson. Ground ball hit to short. Velquez can't make the play, though, and Bo Jackson is on with the leadoff single. Bo Jackson getting things started here. He's going to try a stolen base. Steal. Oh, God. He's thrown out. Caught stealing. Unbelievable. One away for Jim Eisenreich. 4-5, and he's going to strike out. And Pat Tabler, 55. He's going to walk. Tabler can't steal. He's too slow. Comstock is officially they're going to have to bring in Billy Swift, I think, to face off against Danny Tartanbull. Uh, all right, bottom of the 16th, Danny Tartanbull, 0 for 1. He came in as a there was a pinch runner earlier, and then Tartanbull came in to play right field. So this is only his second at bat. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. 5-3. Come on, Danny. Give us a hit. 5-4 against the right-hander's ground ball, and that's going to do it for the 16th inning. We are moving on to the top of the 17th. Terry Leach will stay out there, obviously, as long as he can as well. What a marathon game. And, oh, no, he plunked him. Edgar Martinez plunked him to start off the top of the 16th inning. He's a pretty good base runner. 13 on steals. Cotto's only a 2 bunter. You know what? They're gonna put on the hit and run. Put on the hit and run here. See if they can get that runner over to third. So 31. No, it's a single. And no error on Tabler. And going to third base on the play. So runners on the corners. Damn it. No one out. Runners at the corners, no one out. Defense is going to play in. Defense is going to play in. Means if it's a range play, we are so screwed. But he's only a 1 base runner, actually. If we play back, he's a 3. All right. Yeah, we'll play in. All right. Terry Leach versus Omar Valdez. Infield in, says Al Red Sox fan. So I have to listen to my buddy. And Terry Leach strikes him out. Omar Valdez out. So do they stay back and play for the double play, or do they play in again? Base runner at first base is a 4, so chances are you're not going to get a double play. They're going to play in again. Alice has played for 2, but all right. I'm going to listen to Al Red Sox fan. If this goes bad, it's all on him. Yeah. The best you can have is a 5. So worst you can have is a 1. And what you're going to do is you're going to compare that dice number, or you're going to bury your number to a D6. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, he's safe. 5, 6, he's out. Oh, now he's changing his mind. He's wibble wobbling. Al Red Sox fan is wibble wobbling. Now he says to play in. I think in's the right call. Harold Reynolds is up for 3. That's going to be an auto single, so it didn't matter. And that's it. Terry Leach must be pulled to the game. Steve Crawford is coming in, and Seattle's taking a 4-3 lead. Playing in again. Runners in the corner, still only 1 away. Mickey Brantley, 1-6, strikes out. And Alvin Davis, runners at the corner, 6-3. The lefty, 2-3. Yeah, when your pitchers are tired and you get any results in brackets like this one here, it's an auto single. So 2-3 is the ground ball. Hits a second, but that's going to do it for the top of the 17th. Going to the bottom of the 17th, Seattle finally plates a run, but they've got no one left to pitch. Can Kansas City take advantage? We shall see here. Billy Swift against Bob Boone. Bob Boone's 0 for 5. Who do we have on our bench? Luis de los Santos. We're going to bring him in. We haven't used Luis de los Santos in a while. He's going to come in and pinch hit. Come on, Luis. 3-2. 56. Ground ball hits it short. One away for Frank White. 1 for 6 with the double. Come on, Frank. 1-4. It's a stadium check here for Frank White. 6-5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Martinez. 2 away here in the bottom of the 17th. Kurt Stillwell, 1 for 6 with the walk. Can Billy Swift come in and get out of the jam here for Seattle? 2-2. And that's an auto single for Kurt Stillwell. Now, the question is, do we try a steal, put him into scoring position for Steitzer is the question. I think we do. We're going to go for the steal. Brantley is a +2. Swift is a 0. You know what? Maybe I won't. This is a tough decision because if I try for the steal, it's going to be about a 55 to 60% chance he's going to get it because I think the catcher's +2 means he adds 2 to the dice roll. And the higher the dice roll, the better it is because you want to roll higher than whatever your stolen base is. So right now it's a 13. So if you add 2 to the dice, then all he needs to roll is 11 or higher, and they'll be out. But you also, you just can't rely on getting more than 1 hit. I mean, we'll be lucky to get 1 hit, let alone 2 hits. If we get 1 hit, that puts runners at first and second or first and third. Then we would need another hit. I think, you know what, we're going to play it safe, and because if I try the steal and it doesn't work, then I'll be like, well, I should have hit. Steitzer, he's been 255. He's got no home runs on the season. Brett is on deck, correct. Brett is on deck, followed by Bo Jackson. I'm going to need, unless I get a double, let's see, Stillwell is pretty fast. If I get a double, he'll probably score from first. But if we get a single, then we're going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs, and then we're going to need another hit. So just need to move the line, says Al Red Sox fan. Just need to move the line. All right, we're going to put it into Kevin Steitzer's hands. He doesn't strike out very often, so even if he gets a strikeout results, more than likely it'll be on his card. So come on, Steitzer, let's do this. Come on, Kevin. 41, and didn't matter, they walked him. So runners at first and second. Kansas City got life here in the bottom of the 17th inning now. 2 outs. Meeting on the mound for Seattle as Billy Swift digs in here against the left-hander George Brett. They have really no one to bring in. I mean, if you look, Gone, 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 gone. They could bring in Steve Trout, which is a lefty. You know what? Let's see. Back to the game. What is George Brett against lefties? He hits a lot less home runs against lefties. All right. I think they're going to put all their eggs in one basket here. Steve Trout is the basket. They're going to bring in Steve Trout, lefty, to face off against George Brett, who is 3 for 6 with a walk today. Come on, George. Come on. Don't let me down. You're 256 average, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs, scored 20 runs. Come on, George. Don't let me down, George. Come on. 3 for 6. Come on, George. Now, the question is, does Seattle do anything fancy like intentionally walk George Brett to face off against Bo Jackson? Again, they brought in Tout to face off against Brett, so I don't think they do anything like that. So, all right, here we go. Steve Tout versus George Brett. Lefty versus lefty. Steve Tout, let's look at him. Yeah, this is his first appearance against Kansas City the whole season. Steve Tout. And the windup in the pitch, here it comes. 5-5 against the lefty. See, if that would have been a righty, that would have been an auto single. See? Fortunately, it's not an auto strikeout. So George Brett, we get to roll on George Brett's card. Come on, George. Come on, George. You got a hold of one. Let's see what happens with it. Come on, George. 2-4. Ground ball hit to Valquez. Valquez over to second in time, and that's going to do it here for the marathon game. Kansas City falls to Seattle 4-3 in a 4-hour and 62. It's been so long I didn't even count time. 5 hours and 28 minutes. Marathon 17-inning game. That was a beast. The win goes to Billy Swift. The loss goes to Terry Leach. Saved. Steve Trout, no home runs. 4 runs for Seattle on 14 hits, no errors. Kansas City 3 runs on 11 hits and no errors. 17-inning game. Almost 2 complete games back to back. Wow. There you go. That is game number 75. We'll go down in infamy here for Kansas City. Thanks to Al, Red Sox fan, and everyone else that showed up. JK, hope you're feeling better. Enjoy your stay in Chicago, but blech. Anyways, your final score here from Kansas City. Seattle 4, Kansas City 3. If you wanted to see what happened in real life, there we go. That's what happened in real life. Kansas City defeated Seattle 12-7 and improved to 43-32 on the season. We are, where are we? 42-33. So we're 1 game behind where they were in real life. If we would have won that game, we would have been exactly where they were. So, all right. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our little marathon game. See you guys soon. JK, hopefully you feel better and get some sleep and rest. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.